Hello YouTubers, Robin Jr. here for BFNations, bringing you some Battlefield 1 CTE news. So yesterday there was a post on Reddit made by Jakuba Jamal talking about a couple of fixes and bug squashes that are going to be hitting the Battlefield 1 CTE. They actually hit the Battlefield 1 CTE last night, but I just wanted to cover a couple of interesting ones. I'm going to go through pretty much all of them, but some I'm going to put a little bit more emphasis on because a little bit more important and interesting than some other ones. So, known issue, mouse keyboard controls are not working in end of round. Stability, improved stability on all platforms, improved matchmaking into Battlefield 1 Apocalypse maps. Weapons and vehicles and gadgets, fixed an issue where the heavy bomber spawn on the Austria-Hungarian side on Caporetto was too low and took damage from the ground immediately upon spawning in. Fixed an issue where players occasionally detonated tripwires when they didn't trip the device. That happened to me. Super annoying. Fixed an issue where the Howl automatic sniper had different ammo count than the factory variant. Fixed an issue where the Dreadnought horn would occasionally get stuck. Maps and modes. This is the most interesting fix or improvement. Basically, the name of this update is called Quality of Life Improvements, and this one is a big quality of life improvement. So, improved visibility when looking outside while standing indoors. We have addressed the following maps: Amiens, Ballroom Blitz, Sinai Desert, Verdun Heights, Soissons, Lupko Pass, Galicia, Tsuritzen, and Heligoland Bight. So, basically what that means is, right now in Battlefield 1 and in previous Battlefield titles, when you were standing inside a building and looking outside, it was pretty much nearly impossible to see what the hell was happening outside. So there was like too high of a contrast difference between being inside and looking outside. If any of you have played Battlefield 4 previously, and on the map Operation Lockers, if you were standing inside of the prison and looking like outside towards the snow, basically you couldn't see anything, and it's something that persisted in subsequent titles like Battlefield 1. You still can't really see much of anything when you're looking outside and standing indoors, and it makes it kind of like annoying to actually try and kill enemies from inside a building just because of that high contrast difference. I don't know if it's contrast, but I do believe it is. So that apparently is being toned down. I didn't get any footage of the CT because there's absolutely like nobody playing, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to look from now on, if it actually makes it to live, if it's going to really improve the contrast problem that we have from indoors to out and outdoors to in, as opposed to how it is right now. So moving on with the update notes, improve the balance of Volga River and the Red Tide operations. We saw that last week with the 8 new weapon variants. Fixed an issue where players were able to reach unintended rooftops in Amiens. That happened quite a few times. Kind of annoying. Fixed an issue where players would encounter invisible collision after destroying bridges on Amiens. Fixed an issue where players would encounter invisible collision when exiting the fort on Montegrappa. Fixed an issue where players would encounter invisible collision near the D flag in Fao Fortress, and fixed the fidelity of some trees on the River Somme map. Player journey and unlocks, corrected the rarity grade of the PTFO skins to legendary, corrected the rarity grade of the incarcerator skin to distinguished. Fixed an issue where the Reaper Affliction will constantly play a grunting sound effect while taking damage. UX and UI fixes. Fixed an issue where long platoon names would sometimes run out of the best squad lists. Fixed an issue where the Howl automatic rifle grenade HE gadget was a missing icon. Fixed an issue where the Doughboy M1911 would occasionally not display in the customized screen. There's a lot of more fixes here, but I won't go through the whole thing. There'll be a link in the description, but the most important one I found was really the fact that they're addressing the difference in contrast from outside to in, because as I said, this is quite annoying if you're trying to do combat from like indoors to outdoors. It takes a couple of seconds when you actually like walk outside of the building that you're standing in to actually be able to see something properly, and I'm glad this is being addressed because it's been in multiple Battlefield titles, and I just never got why it was so flagrant that the amount of contrast was so different between outdoors to in, and you basically couldn't see anything. So that, to me, is a great change, and I can't wait to see if it's actually going to change that much and improve the quality of life that much. But that's pretty much it for the patch notes. I just wanted to touch more on that one because it seemed to be the most important one, and one that's been actually asked to be looked at for quite some time. So again, unfortunately, CT is not available for consoles anymore. Unfortunate, but kind of understand why at the same time. So let us know in the comments down below what you think of this quality of life update. If you think that it's a good thing that they're touching on the lighting problems with indoors and outdoors. And if you want to see more Battlefield related content, be sure to check out my own channel, Rogue Monkey Jr., link in the description down below. And if you haven't subscribed to BFNations already, please be sure to do so to become part of the fastest growing unofficial Battlefield community in the world. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.